Hi, this is Kevin from Let Me Tech You. And in this video, I want to go over a nice tool that can help you save a lot of money in your Azure subscription across your entire environment, whether it's for your company or yourself, more so probably for your company. But it's also another reason why you would probably want to start using some type of infrastructure as code when deploying things. And so with, in your environment, a lot of things can kind of get missed when you're deleting VMs or decommissioning projects. And a lot of times that leaves around what are called orphan resources, whether it be public IPs not attached to anything, disk not attached to a VM, resource groups that are empty, subnets with nothing in them. And over time, that creates a just a mass hoarding of resources that aren't being used and costing you money. So I want to talk about a nice tool that someone from Microsoft that's on their fast track team built called Azure Orphan Resources. And this GitHub basically is just a list of queries. If you go to this, I'll put the link down in the the comments below, but description below. But basically, all of these are just different queries, KQL queries that kind of query your environment to, find any of the different types of resources that you may have left behind. So if you go to this markdown file and you click on let's say subnets, it will then take you to the KQL query that's being used in the backend. So if we look under workbook here and we go to, I believe it's using okay, so yeah, this is the newer version that they released. And as you can see, it's very long, has all the different information in it. So I'm going to show you how you can utilize this to, create a nice dashboard that you can just overview or look over in your Azure tenant. So coming back here, it gives you kind of a little step-by-step process. This is kind of how it looks. It gives you a nice visualization of what's going on here. So it kind of walks you through this here. So you want to go into your portal and we're going to click on workbooks. Now workbooks, what that is just a nice way to visualize data. So, you can create some nice dashboards to analyze data and things like that. So we're going to create a new one here. And actually come here, it says create. And then we're going to go to new, and then it's going to, and then now we're going to go to the editor there, and we're going to paste in basically under workbooks, this JSON, and the other one. We're going to take all of this. So let's just go ahead and copy the raw file. And let's edit this. Take all of this. And then we're going to apply that. And it all comes in. So now I have some resources here. So you can see all this is popping in here. So I'm going to open up my portal in another tab here just to show you what I have. So I put it together just a, simple couple of things that aren't being used in my subscription. I got a resource group with nothing in it. So I got an empty RG with nothing in it. And then I got a resource group with a public IP and a disk that's not attached to anything if this comes up. So there you go. Nothing attached to them. So I go back to the workbook, I should see this. So I got the one disk, I got the one public IP, and now it says 7 resource groups. So as you can see, this is going across and finding them across different subscriptions. So I do have some other subscriptions here, which is a good thing because I am not aware of some of the other ones that could be in some of these ones down here when I'm deploying resources. So we go and look at resource group, not that one, nothing in there. Okay, here we go. We got some stuff there. So that's good. So it's an easy way to kind of keep track. So now you're probably wondering, well, I can't actually see. How do I see what those particular ones are? So here they got compute, storage. So you can see my disk storage is there. Gives you an idea on, what your capacity size is. So that is a 4 gig disk that I created. So now you can kind of see like, okay, I'm spending money on all of these disks. It's easy now to go track these down based off subscription, resource group, and location. If I go back up to the top here, I should be able to see networking. And then across the top, I got like public IP, network interfaces, and all these other things there. But right now, I only have a public IP that's being unused in there. So now I can essentially go there and delete that particular item if I wanted to. So, and that's a great thing with something like this. A lot of times, if you are getting into starting to use Terraform or importing in resources, a tool like this can be very useful for anyone that wants to do a lot of cleanup ahead of time before they start going through and trying to figure out how they want to reconfigure their network. Now, when you're using a tool like Terraform, this makes it to where you can come in and make sure things aren't being left behind and whatnot. But Terraform should handle a lot of the deletions of various resources when you deploy those. So again, if you have any questions in regards to this particular GitHub repository, just leave a comment or request. And in the issues section there, they do kind of respond back very fast. So I've actually had some different things I put in there. So it's a very active query. You can even put it into your own repository and make edits to it you want. So like I said, it's just a bunch of KQL queries, so you can make your own edits and updates if you want there. Again, if you've used this before and you have any recommendations or improvements, drop me a comment down below and I'll be happy to take a look at some of those. Thanks again and hope to see you next time.